Stop for a moment. Before you decide anything, watch this. This story didn't start today. Something here doesn't add up. Recent online discussions have reignited debates surrounding comments allegedly made by Jungkook of BTS and executive producer Min Hee-jin, often referred to as MHJ. Social media posts claim that Jungkook previously expressed concerns about using artists for strategic narratives, and that those warnings were ignored. While the language circulating online has been highly emotional, this report focuses strictly on the timeline, industry context, and verified information currently available. The controversy appears to stem from ongoing tensions within the Korean entertainment industry, particularly involving corporate disputes and creative direction disagreements between management figures and artists. Over the past year, MHJ has been a central figure in high-profile corporate discussions related to label management and artist branding strategies. At the same time, BTS members have been navigating solo projects, military service schedules, and brand partnerships, placing them under intense public scrutiny. Although no official statement confirms that Jungkook directly addressed MHJ in the manner described online, fans have pointed to past interviews and livestream remarks in which Jungkook emphasized artistic integrity. In several instances, he has spoken about respecting artists' autonomy and ensuring that creative work is not exploited for corporate agendas. These remarks are now being revisited and interpreted within the context of current industry disputes. To understand the situation, it is important to look at the broader structure of South Korea's idol industry. Entertainment companies typically control production, marketing, and media narratives. Creative directors such as MHJ are known for shaping strong visual identities and brand storytelling. This model has proven commercially successful, but it has also sparked recurring debates about artistic independence versus corporate control. The renewed controversy gained traction after edited video clips and translated posts began circulating across platforms such as X and YouTube. Some users claimed that Jungkook had warned management figures not to use artists during internal disagreements. However, these claims largely rely on indirect interpretations rather than verified transcripts. Major Korean news outlets have not reported any confirmed confrontation between Jungkook and MHJ. Public reaction has been divided. Supporters of Jungkook argue that his track record demonstrates consistent advocacy for creative authenticity. They cite his involvement in songwriting and production credits in BTS projects, and his solo album activities as evidence of his commitment to artistry. Critics, however, caution against drawing conclusions from incomplete information, noting that corporate disputes often involve complex contractual and legal factors that are not publicly disclosed. Media coverage has remained measured. Korean entertainment reporters have focused primarily on official filings, shareholder meetings, and corporate restructuring developments rather than personal disputes between artists and executives. International media, meanwhile, has tended to frame the discussion around broader power dynamics within K-pop management systems. Industry analysts suggest that the situation highlights a growing shift in how K-pop artists are perceived. Over the last decade, global expansion has increased scrutiny on transparency and artist rights. As BTS became one of the most influential acts worldwide, members like Jungkook have gained significant individual brand value. That visibility amplifies any narrative suggesting disagreement with management figures. It is also important to note that BTS operates under a large corporate structure that includes multiple subsidiaries and leadership tiers. Decision-making processes often involve boards, executives, and legal advisors. Therefore, framing the issue as a direct personal conflict may oversimplify a more complicated business environment. From a career perspective, Jungkook's reputation remains stable. His solo projects have achieved significant commercial success, charting internationally and attracting critical recognition. Brand endorsements and streaming metrics show no measurable decline linked to the recent online debate. In fact, controversy often increases digital engagement, even if temporarily. For MHJ, the situation adds another layer to ongoing corporate scrutiny. As a high-profile creative executive, her role has been both praised for innovation and criticized during periods of internal dispute. Industry observers note that executive reputations in K-pop are increasingly subject to public evaluation, especially when artist welfare is part of the conversation. The broader impact may be cultural rather than immediate. Discussions about using artists reflect changing expectations among fans. Today's global audience demands greater transparency and accountability. Social media accelerates narrative formation, but it can also amplify misinformation. This makes it difficult to distinguish verified facts from emotionally charged interpretations. Entertainment lawyers interviewed by Korean media in similar past cases have emphasized that internal disagreements rarely become public unless tied to contractual breaches or legal filings. As of now, there is no official documentation indicating a direct conflict between Jungkook and MHJ. Without formal statements, much of the discourse remains speculative. Observers also point out that BTS is currently in a transitional period, with members fulfilling national service obligations and preparing for future group activities. In such phases, even minor rumors can gain disproportionate attention. Analysts believe that once full group promotions resume, narratives may shift back toward music and performance rather than management politics. From a market standpoint, BTS continues to rank among the top global streaming acts. Jungkook's solo presence on international charts demonstrates strong fan loyalty and crossover appeal. Corporate disputes, unless legally escalated, rarely produce long-term damage to artists with established global brands. In summary, online claims suggesting that Jungkook warned MHJ not to use artists remain unverified. The narrative appears driven largely by social media interpretation rather than confirmed reporting. While the debate reflects broader tensions within the K-pop industry regarding artistic autonomy and executive authority, there is no official evidence of a direct confrontation. At present, both Jungkook and MHJ continue their professional activities within the industry framework. The situation underscores how rapidly digital conversations can evolve and how important it is to separate documented facts from viral speculation. As more information becomes available through official channels, a clearer picture may emerge. For now, the story reflects less about a personal dispute and more about an industry navigating global visibility, corporate restructuring, and evolving expectations around artist rights.